Check out this super simple soup dish, a creamy bowl of chickeny goodness fortified with a classic mirepoix base and dry white wine. On the table in half an hour, thanks to one store-bought shortcut. Alright, so in terms of the chicken component, you've got options. You can use some leftover chicken, grab a cold rotisserie from the deli counter at your grocery store and shred it by hand, or you can actually just cook some chicken breast or chicken thighs in the soup. But whatever you do, you're definitely going to want to start off with 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, followed by a half cup of celery, carrots, and onion. And you're going to sweat those out for 4 to 5 minutes until they are nice and translucent and tender. We'll also want to season this with fresh cracked pepper and a heavy pinch of salt, followed by some red pepper flakes. Those are of course optional. About a teaspoon dry mustard powder and same amount of dried thyme leaves. Go ahead and stir all that to combine, and then the next thing we'll do is toss in about 3 garlic cloves that we've minced finely. Give those about 60 seconds or so to soften and get fragrant, and then we'll add in 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to make a roux. Go ahead and combine all that butter and flour and cook it out for 1 to 2 minutes until there is no raw flour left. Then we'll add in about 1 cup of dry white wine. Stir that quickly and thoroughly to combine, followed by 4 cups of chicken broth or stock. I prefer the low sodium kind, or homemade would be even better. We'll also add in 2 cups of half and half for added richness and body. Bring that up to a simmer, cover it, and cook for about 15 minutes or until the veggies are nice and soft. Now, when it comes to gnocchi, you could absolutely make your own. In fact, you could probably make your own pot to cook this in, but it's a weeknight, and we're going to take some shortcuts. No shame in that. Grab 1 packet of prepared gnocchi off the pasta shelf in your grocery store and add those in. They're going to take roughly 4 to 5 minutes. Cook them per package directions, of course. Once they start to float and are nice and tender, we'll add in all of our shredded chicken, about 2 cups worth. Again, if you weren't using the pre-cooked chicken, you would just cook the chicken in the stock and half mixture and shred it yourself. Go ahead and give that a nice stir to combine. And then the final ingredient is some baby spinach leaves. I'm just going to kind of tear a few of them up by hand. You want a heaping handful. Go ahead and stir that in. Those spinach leaves should wilt and almost disappear into that soup. Go ahead and taste for seasoning, of course. Mine needed a nice pinch of salt and a little extra crack of pepper as well. And once that's done, go ahead and serve this up right away into a warm bowl. This will serve about 4 as an entree or 6 as an appetizer. Make sure you clean your bowl up there. Don't want any nasty stuff there on the side. And we're going to garnish it with a little fresh parsley. That's totally optional. Some other fresh herbs like basil or tarragon would be really nice as well. And I gotta tell you, this came together in about half an hour. Very little prep work besides chopping up those mirepoix veggies. It's super rich and indulgent, but not super heavy because we can use all cream. That half and half keeps it somewhat light. Those gnocchi have a really dense, but in a good way, almost like pillowy kind of texture. Those freshly sweated veggies really fortify that stock. That white wine gives a nice acidity to the whole dish. Hope you'll give this a try. It was definitely one which entered the Clean Bowl Club. In fact, I almost forgot to turn off the camera and was just scarfing it down to my heart's delight. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I know you need great soup recipes this time of year with the cold weather incoming, so I hope you'll give this a try. But if nothing else, at least go make something delicious.